Place.
Alexa, what's the forecast for Sydney?
In Sydney, Australia, it's 54 degrees Fahrenheit with clear skies and sun. Today's forecast calls for more of the same, with a high of 71 degrees and a low of 54 degrees.
Do you have curtains? Alexa, what's the forecast for Singapore?
In Singapore, it's 82 degrees Fahrenheit with mostly cloudy skies. Today, you can look for showers, with a high of 87 degrees and a low of 79 degrees.
Alexa, what's the forecast for Auckland, New Zealand?
In Auckland, New Zealand, it's 62 degrees Fahrenheit with intermittent clouds. Today, you can look for mostly sunny weather, with a high of 67 degrees and a low of 55 degrees.
Alexa, who's the new King of England?
King Charles III is the current monarch of the United Kingdom and Commonwealth
Alexa,
countries.
what's the forecast for England?
In West Ilsley, United Kingdom, it's 52 degrees Fahrenheit with mostly cloudy skies. Tonight, you can look for mostly clear skies, with a low of 43 degrees.
Alexa, what's the forecast for London?
In London, United Kingdom, it's 56 degrees Fahrenheit with partly cloudy skies. Tonight, you can look for mostly clear skies, with a low of 48 degrees.
Alexa, what's the forecast for Wichita?
Right now in Wichita, Kansas, it's 90 degrees Fahrenheit with clear
Alexa,
skies.
what's the forecast for Whitney?
In Whitney, Nevada, it's 96 degrees Fahrenheit with clear skies and sun.
Alexa, what's the forecast for Wichita?
Right now in Wichita, Kansas, it's 90 degrees Fahrenheit with mostly sunny skies. Tonight's forecast has clear skies, with a low of 61 degrees.
Stop polishing everything. Excuse me, wake up. Alexa, what's the forecast for downtown Texas?
Right now in Austin, Texas, it's 90 degrees Fahrenheit with mostly cloudy skies. Tonight's forecast has clear skies, with a low of 71 degrees.
Alexa, what's the forecast for Jakarta?
Currently, in Jakarta, Indonesia, it's 77 degrees Fahrenheit with partly cloudy skies. Today, you can expect clouds and showers, with a high of 90 degrees and a low of 75 degrees.
Alexa, stop. Wake up.
I am awake.
Alexa, what's the forecast for downtown Texas?
In Austin, Texas, it's 90 degrees Fahrenheit
Austin,
with mostly
Texas,
cloudy
not
skies.
Dallas? Interesting.
Tonight, you can look for clear
What about
skies,
Dallas?
with a low of 71 degrees.
Alexa, what's the forecast for Phoenix, Arizona?
Currently, in Phoenix, Arizona, it's 102 degrees Fahrenheit with
God.
clear skies and sun. Today,
What is
you
it?
can expect mostly sunny
102.
weather. with a
No,
high of
no,
103 degrees and a low of
103.
79
Alexa,
That's it too,
what's the
but-
forecast for Orlando, Florida?
At 4 o'clock, it was 103.
degrees. Currently, in Orlando, Florida, it's 83 degrees Fahrenheit with clear skies and sun.
Son,
Tonight,
that's
you can
warm, but not
expect clear
bad.
skies, with a
Yeah,
low
after
of
hearing
74
Alexa,
degrees.
what's the
That's
temperature in
disgusting.
Phoenix,
I'm gonna go
Arizona?
text BJ. Although he's probably like, oh, it's fine. He
Right
just
now,
built an
in
outdoor
Orlando,
kitchen in his
Florida,
cabin.
it's 83
Alexa,
degrees Fahrenheit.
what's the temperature in Phoenix, Arizona?
The cabin has more bedrooms than this house.
Right now, in
But-
Phoenix, Arizona,
Same thing
it's
with Todd, or
102
no,
degrees
Todd's
Fahrenheit.
has more bedrooms.
Tonight,
No, they
expect a
both
low
do.
of 79
Todd's
degrees.
cabin is
Alexa,
bigger than
what's the
this
forecast for downtown
and he calls
Arizona?
it the cabin.
Excuse me, stop.
Right now in Phoenix, Arizona, it's
Fair enough,
102
Liam.
degrees Fahrenheit with mostly sunny
Excuse
skies.
me.
Alexa,
Throughout
what's
the
the
day, you
forecast?
can
Liam, that
expect
was
more of
very
the same,
polite.
with a high of 103 degrees and a low of 79 degrees.
Alexa, what's the forecast for California?
In Sacramento, California, it's 91 degrees Fahrenheit with clear skies and sun.
Sacramento.
Today's forecast calls for more of the
Rhymes
same,
with
with a
pimento.
high of 93 degrees and a low of
Menentos
61
and
degrees.
Sacramentos.
Alexa, what's the forecast for Spain?
In
Lisbon.
Madrid, Spain, it's 63
Madrid.
degrees Fahrenheit with mostly clear skies. Today, you can look for mostly sunny weather, with a high of 72 degrees and a low
Oh,
of
that's
53 degrees.
nice. What about, shoot, where were we? California. Where were we? Oh, shoot. There was a racetrack there, too.
Where? Where?
Carmel, California.
Alexa, what's the forecast for Carmel, California?
Right now in Carmel by the Sea, California, it's 63 degrees Fahrenheit with
Alexa,
mostly sunny.
Oh,
what's the
that's kinda
forecast for
chilly.
Winton, Massachusetts?
In Boston, Massachusetts,
What
it's
about where
66
your
degrees
relatives are
Fahrenheit
from?
with clear skies and sun.
Massachusetts.
Tonight, you can look for mostly clear skies
No.
with a low of 52 degrees.
I hate the location. Alexa,
Ip-
what's the forecast for
Ipswich.
Emperor?
Ipswich,
Right now in
Massachusetts.
Boston, Massachusetts, it's 66
Alexa,
degrees.
what's the forecast for Emperor?
Right now in Boston, Massachusetts,
It doesn't know
it's
that one.
66
The
degrees
ghost in the
Fahrenheit with
nearest.
clear skies and sun.
Alexa,
Tonight-
what's the forecast for Emperor?
Currently, in Boston, Massachusetts,
doesn't
it's
know that one.
66 degrees
Ask about
Fahrenheit with clear
Ipswich.
skies and sun.
Alexa,
Tonight, you
what's
can-
the forecast for Ipswich?
In Ipswich, United Kingdom, it's 51 degrees
wow,
Fahrenheit
there's one
with
in
mostly clear
England.
skies.
Oh, that's
Alexa,
one of those.
what's the forecast for Scotland?
Right now in Edinburgh, United Kingdom, it's 47 degrees Fahrenheit with partly cloudy skies. Tonight's forecast is clouds, with a low of 43
Alexa, what's
degrees.
the forecast for Great Britain?
Right now in London, United Kingdom, it's 56 degrees Fahrenheit with partly
Oh.
cloudy skies.
66.
Tonight's
It seems
forecast
warmer
is
than
mostly
here.
clear skies, with a low of 48 degrees.
Yeah, British.
Hmm.
Yeah, British Columbia. Alexa, what's
Oh.
the forecast for British Columbia?
In Victoria, Canada, it's 57 degrees Fahrenheit with mostly cloudy
Oh, it's
skies.
colder than here.
Today, you can look for intermittent clouds, with a high
What
of
about
66
Niagara
degrees
Falls
and a
and-
low of 53 degrees.
In New York.
Madrid Falls will be when me.
Yeah, part of it's in Canada and part of it's in New York.
It will go to part of it in Australia. Alexa, what's the forecast for Berlin?
In Richmond, Virginia, it's 71 degrees Fahrenheit with clear skies
See,
and sun.
it goes to Virginia.
Tonight, you can
Uh-huh.
look for just a few clouds in the sky, with a low of 59 degrees.
Alexa, what's the forecast for Wichita?
Sorry, I didn't get that location.
Alexa, what's the forecast for Sandwich, Nevada?
Currently, in Carson City, Nevada, it's 81 degrees
Alexa,
Fahrenheit.
what's the
Ooh.
forecast for New Jersey, Newark?
Sorry, I don't know that location.
Alexa, what's the forecast for Fanwood, New Jersey?
Currently, in Fanwood, New Jersey, it's 69 degrees Fahrenheit with clear skies and sun. Tonight, you can expect mostly clear
Alexa,
skies.
what's the forecast for Iraq?
Right now in Baghdad, Iraq, it's 82 degrees Fahrenheit with clear skies. Today's forecast has hazy sunshine, with a high of 96 degrees and a low of 72 degrees.
They have more hazy sunshine.
Hmm.
Alexa, what's the forecast for Pakistan?
In Islamabad, Pakistan, it's 75 degrees Fahrenheit with
Wow.
mostly cloudy skies.
Alexa,
Today-
what's the forecast for Karachi, Pakistan?
Currently, in Karachi, Pakistan, it's
Wow.
81 degrees Fahrenheit with mostly cloudy skies. Today, you can expect intermittent clouds, with a high of 88 degrees and a low of
Whoa.
78 degrees.
Alexa, what's the forecast for downtown Iraq?
Right now in Baghdad, Iraq, it's 82 degrees Fahrenheit with clear skies.
Yeah, it's
Today's
hot.
forecast has hazy sunshine, with a high of 96
Alexa,
degrees.
What
what are
about
the cities in
Scotland?
Iraq?
Hmm.
There are many cities in Iraq. The largest by population are Baghdad, Erbil, Mosul, Karbala, and Basra.
Alexa, what's the forecast for Basra?
Currently, in Basha, India, it's 81 degrees Fahrenheit
Alexa,
with
what's the forecast for Basra, Iraq?
Sorry, I don't know that location.
Alexa, what are the cities in Iraq?
There are many cities in Iraq. The largest by population are Baghdad, Erbil, Mosul, Karbala, and Basra.
Alexa, what's the forecast for Mosul?
Currently, in Mosul, Iraq, it's 75 degrees Fahrenheit with clear skies.
Nice.
Today, you can expect lots of sun, with a high of 93 degrees and a low of 66 degrees.
Alexa, what's the forecast for Auckland, Australia?
Right now in Sydney, Australia, it's 54
That's
degrees
what
Fahrenheit
about
with clear
Akron,
skies
Ohio?
and sun. Throughout the day, you can expect
No.
more of the same, with a high of 71 degrees and a low of 54 degrees.
Alexa, what's the forecast for Akron, Ohio? Alexa, what's the forecast for Mackay, Australia? Alexa, what's the forecast for Mackay, Australia?
Right now in Mackay, Australia, it's 78 degrees Fahrenheit with partly sunny
Alexa,
skies.
what's the current
Learn all
forecast?
these names.
Right now in Mackay, Australia, it's
Alexa,
78.
what's the forecast for Gardner, New York?
Sorry, I don't know that location.
Alexa, what's the
should know
forecast for Gardner, New York?
In New York, it's 68 degrees Fahrenheit.
Alexa,
with
what's the forecast for Gardner, New York? Good question.
Right now in Gardner, it's 64 degrees Fahrenheit with clear skies and sun. Tonight's forecast is clouds, with a low of
I
48
see clear
degrees.
skies. I'm good with that. Okay, what about New Paltz?
Alexa, what's the forecast for Newport?
Currently, in Newport, Rhode Island, it's 62 degrees
Alexa,
Fahrenheit.
what's the forecast for Jakarta, Indonesia?
Right now in Jakarta, Indonesia, it's 77
Alexa,
degrees.
what's the forecast for Newport?
Currently, in New Paltz, New York, it's 64 degrees Fahrenheit
Yeah.
with clear skies and sun. Tonight, you can expect clouds, with a low of 48 degrees.
Alexa, what's the forecast for Jakarta, Indonesia?
In Jakarta, Indonesia, it's 77 degrees Fahrenheit with fog. Today, you can look for clouds and showers, with a high of 90 degrees and a low of 75 degrees.
Alexa, what's the forecast for Tasmania?
In Hobart, Australia, it's 45 degrees Fahrenheit with cloudy skies. Today's forecast calls for more of the same, with a high of 61 degrees and a low of 41 degrees.
Your other shoes has something to do with you wanting to clean them.
Oh, I don't know where they are, Mom.
You'll need to buy or rent Wings and Things to watch it on Prime Video. Would you like to see your options?
Alexa, stop! Alexa, what's the forecast for Spain?
Currently, in Madrid, Spain, it's 63 degrees Fahrenheit with mostly.
Alexa, what's the forecast for Amsterdam?
Currently, in Amsterdam, New York, it's 59 degrees Fahrenheit with clear skies and sun. Tonight, you can expect clouds, with a low of 47
Alexa,
degrees.
what's the capital of New York?
New York State's capital city is Albany.
Alexa, what's the forecast for Spain?
In Madrid, Spain, it's 63 degrees Fahrenheit with mostly cloudy skies. Today, you can look for
Alexa,
most.
what's the forecast for Hull, Norway?
Currently, in Hell, Norway, it's 48 degrees Fahrenheit with partly cloudy skies. Today, you can expect partly sunny weather, with a high of 59 degrees and a low of 48 degrees.